Okay, so hello everybody, we are back again. Today, yes, Mr. Drew, I got dressed. Hey, thinks we're going somewhere. We're not. Obviously, I am still at home. I will be for probably at least till next Thursday. So, when I got back from my last trip, I completely stripped the van out, washed all the bedding, all the mats, absolutely everything that could be removed and washed was washed. So today it is a lovely 17 degrees here in Adelaide, and it is raining, which it has been raining ever since I got back. It's really driving me nuts because I need to mow my lawns and it just doesn't seem to want to get dry. But today I'm going to focus on the van. So the van is under the carport and everything is stripped out. So we're going to remake the bed. We're going to look at some more storage options. I need to somehow, I want to carry more water for longer trips, and I do have the two 10-litre jugs plus two 4-litre ones, but one 10-litre I've kept empty for if I need grey water storage. But I don't want to use that for grey water storage, and I'm guessing you can't, that's just gross for grey water as well. So I'm thinking of purchasing another different shaped container to hopefully go in the rooftop box. And here we go. As I said, it is very dark and drizzly kind of day. So what more can you do? Can't stay on the couch forever. See my lawn, oh my word. But yes, so we are going to go and here we go. Right, so yes. Right. Ow. First thing we're going to do is remake the bed. Out, please. Get down. He's always ever so helpful. If you're not, are you? Right, come on, let's get. Come on. Thank you. Come on, dear. Thank you. Right. Okay, so the mattress is a double bed foam mattress from Clark Rubber, but it is shortened to my height. So I try to have all the excess up this end if I can, just so that it makes it easier to get to the storage here underneath the bed. Okay, so I had a little bit of a drama with the mattress moving all the time. It drives me insane. I do have a couple of straps that go across the middle and across here, but it doesn't really stop it. So I attached these small ones to the sides here, and this seems to do the trick. So there is, goes through the leg here and around the bit of wood underneath here to keep it stable, and then you just pull it tight. And it does seem to stop it from sliding, which has been a godsend. So there's one of those on each side. Okay, so I know it looks like it's on hell of a lane, but my driveway is sloped as well. So yes, and I swear to God, doing this without a working tailgate was an absolute nightmare. This is amazing. Okay. And so everything got washed this trip. Excuse me. Okay, and then we have the strap. This strap, which is fed underneath the bed itself. Which is just when we're traveling. Obviously, when I'm in bed, that one gets undone. Those ones don't. This one does. This just sort of holds that in place too. Yes. Now it's time for blanket number 3, which is the one that you stay on. Excuse me. Always underfoot. She might be going somewhere. Is you a rude look? Go on, out of the way. And this is where the third strap comes into play. And that just tucks into the little cubby holes for the third row seats. And then this bit comes back over and holds down this way. any shoe. And then this comes up. And then there we go, and the bed's up. Now we're in couch mode. Yes, we're not going anywhere. He's very excited. And that's how everything stays in place. What? What? I know. Put our pillowcases back on. As I said, 100 times easier with a working tailgate. And that pillow squishes up in there, so that way when Bug Lugs we're travelling, he can't sit on it or piss on it, or not that he's ever pissed in the car, but a long time ago he did in the ASX, didn't you? When you was a bit scared of the storm, I think. But just that way my pillow stays fresh and up there. We have the other cushion. And so it's nice to do a full refresh, especially at the moment, because this is probably, even though the weather's not great, it still hasn't turned completely winter yet. We've got a bit of sunshine going on out there at the moment. I wouldn't imagine it's going to last very long. Hopefully long enough so I can mow my lawn today would be good. I can just go there for the minute because he's in the way. And then these can just be tucked up. Alright, so that is some of it. Problem tackled. Nice fresh bed. Fold this ottoman down so I have plenty more room. I do want to get some, what do you call it? Oh, the straps, not those ones, the hockey straps, to put around this, because this sits, I like to keep my front seat, like most people or women that travel on their own, I like to keep my front seat as clear as possible, just in case you need to make a quick getaway. So the only thing I really like in there when we are camping is this, because I have nowhere else to put it, and my clothes bag. So that way, if worse comes to worse, everything's packed up in the evening, so that if I have to, I can throw my bag in the back, move this, and jump straight in there, pull the visor down and drive away if I have to. Hasn't happened yet, but it's good to be prepared, and you don't want to have to be moving absolutely everything to be able to make a quick getaway, because that's not a very quick getaway. So yes. Alright, what's next? Storage. Tackle the storage issues. I've set up the big white table, which I probably should put something on. Maybe not at this stage. Alright, so this needs to be kept handy. We have a couple of litres of spare water, just normal water. I do have a visitor coming. I heard the door. Okay, and this is my nephew. I don't even know if you're in, so hang on. Alright, come out this way a little bit. Okay, it is a Friday and my nephew is sick and wants to make an appearance. Say hi!
Hi, you too.
He is a big fan. And so is Mr. Drew. So, there we go. He, yeah, was dying to come. Oh, too excited, too excited, too excited. Excuse me, breathe.
Chill.
He's a little too excited, sucks in too much air and chokes on it. Don't you, Mr. Drew? Yes.
So what are we doing today?
We've remade the bed, thanks for your help.
Yeah.
And now we're sorting out some storage issues. Because I do believe this one here is full of stuff that I've never even used, besides my towel. So that needs to be resorted. We have a couple of issues that we're trying to figure out today. Yeah, that's just fans and butane and toilet paper and stuff. May I help you? Okay, so this now has toiletries, books and other entertainment colouring books and my towel in it. It also has the fans and the small jet burner. This is like the garage one. I have a tool set, some spare cans of butane, 2 litres of coolant, 2 litres of just normal water, and a couple of spare lanterns, which I really don't use, but they're there for an emergency. I also carry a small drill that my dad gave me, who used to belong to my grandfather. So that is there also with some bits and pieces. So that will be handy. In here I have a jack, a tool bag, and this is distilled water, boiled water for the radiator if it's needed. Oops. Put this back. And that fits perfectly in there. I have a collapsible bucket sink thing here, which I don't ever really use, but obviously you need to have it. It used to sit in the front footwell in front of the waters, and along with the cooling pad for Drew, just in case. Not that he will lay on it because it's not fluffy. So that slots in just nicely there. Back to the bins. Okay, so we've got the garage one here. And that caddy, that takes up one side but does leave a bit of room. I will show you that in just a second. And then we have food bins. This is the morning bin. It has the kettle and the saucepans, the sugar, the tea, oil for cooking, bowls, utensils, and generally all of Drew's biscuits. Well, the portion that we need for when we are actually travelling. Then we have the basic food bin, which is quite empty at the moment because obviously we're not taking a trip, which has snacks, and this has any dry food that I expect to eat on my travels, which is what I need more room for because obviously I want to go on longer travels. And then we have the backup bin, which has extra dog biscuits, canned dog food, which he's not a fan of, extra milk, some porridges, rices, pastas, extra noodles, dishwashing liquid, some cereals, some canned food, extra sugar, and things like that. So, as I said, we had a whole bin full of tapestries and towels and stuff like that, which we don't use. So that has eliminated one bin. The other bin had the butane, the fans, and all of that sort of stuff in there. So now that's been eliminated too. So I'm going to put these in because that's the storage underneath there. I am also in the midst of going through my rooftop box, which has 2 tables, Drew's outside bed, the broom, the rug, the mats, the side awning walls, the carpet that sits at the door, my emergency get out of trouble kits. What else is in there? A lot of sand. This is a pop-up toilet tent, which I don't use. There's a couple of collapsible buckets in there and a tarp. Again, I've not used them, but I do believe that they are somewhat kind of necessary. Okay, we'll start with the changes made to the front. They're not huge changes, but they are changes. So this is all now pretty much dedicated to Mr. Drew. It's got his winter coat, which he doesn't really wear. It's got the long line, a spare short lead, rigid, and a spare harness, just in case the other ones all get wet and stuff. Water is all still here, but now I can use that one for fresh water as well. So we've got 2 10 litres and 2 4 litres. His towel is in there along with my Ugg boots. As I said, this doesn't really open very well. I mean, I can open it if I move stuff, but there's more towels and stuff in there. My magnets, lighters, dog poo bags are there. That is another net to stop bugs, usually for the tailgate. I do have another phone stand which I would like to maybe figure out, but we will get there. Now, I did have trouble shutting this strip away because I had the first aid kit in there, because obviously it needs to somewhat be handy, but you don't always need it. But it didn't really work, so because this wouldn't close properly, so I've taken that out now, and I can fit the spare toilet paper. We have the water pump, oil, fly sprays, AeroGuards, my bug nets, bags, fire extinguisher, fire blanket, and those types of things all in there. And obviously some more tapestries for blocking out the sun and whatever they're needed for. A bit of privacy sometimes. Okay. Behind here and underneath there is a bag. Here, this has all my hooks, my... Oh my God, for the life of me, I can't think of the words. You're not helpful, Mr. Drew. The bungee cords, magnets, clamps, absolutely everything. And obviously that's where my solar panels usually sit, behind the fridge. But please get out. Come on, go. Or up. Thank you. My fry pan is now down here, which, oh, thank the Lord for that, because, yeah, it used to be behind the bed here, but then sometimes would slip down, which was a nightmare. But we will keep the camping book there. Lights, some other bits and pieces, some cords, they can all stay there. The tripod and everything can go there too. We now have tissues at the top because they seem to be something I hunt for quite a bit, and they're never accessible. So this will get put up. Behind there we have our biodegradable all-purpose spray, the vinegar. My wipes will be kept there too, my cleaning wipes, paper towel. As I said, all of these things were in my box of food things, but then they'd get taken out and they'd just get left randomly lying around, which was enough to annoy the bejesus out of anybody. So now, hopefully, they're all accessible and ready to go. The ottoman obviously is empty, all except for the bungee cord, which will hold it in place when it gets dismantled. Toilet's all cleaned, filled up, refreshed. I did do a nice dust throughout the whole car. And everything is all packed back in the way it should. Visor's got somewhere to go now. I've got my hammer, which is not really for being a hammer, but it's there if I need it. The first aid kit is now right here. So nice and easily accessible. Not hard to get to at all, but out of the way and not a pain. So we'll just shove that in there. Okay. And now this is what the back looks like. As I said, all food. This is like extra food. That is food. And the morning bin is in the front. We have another picnic blanket there if need be. A drill. Drew's box of toys and stuff there. His mat, a collapsible sink, and all my waters and my coolants and everything there if need be. This has a big picnic rug in it, and is a backpack for if we go for a decent walk. I still have not solved the problem of the back window cover. It's doing my head in. I can get it in there and keep it in there when I'm camping, but it just doesn't stay in there. So I have just put this one here up so that way when I'm driving around, people just see that instead of anything else. Alright, so, and then we come to here. As I said, this is good because all the cleaning stuff's accessible from both sides. It's not supposed to stick out that far. My power boxes actually go there, which is fine. They fit there perfectly. And there's Mr. Drew. And we have the rooftop box. So we have everything in there that was in there, I reckon. Yep. Except for his box. So I have this whole section here free. So as I said, I'm going to see if I can get one of those tubs in there and get it closed. If I can, then that gives me an idea of the space. Only because it's a little bit harder to determine how much room you've got, because obviously when that closes, so I don't know, we will see where we go from there. But for today, besides measuring that spot, I am done. And I'm going to play with this little bugger because he's just all poor me. Yeah. So, thanks for joining me. Apparently, according to my nephew, I have to say please like and subscribe and comment and get me more attention, I suppose. It's a Fruit Loop. But yeah, anyhow, hope you've enjoyed this. It's a bit of a minivan reset and tour.